Hello, Cosmos, Self, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. This is Magic Mirror work for Tuesday, November 18th, I believe, 2025, around 10 a.m., 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Um, some mornings I know exactly how I want to lead off, what's been going on, and this morning it's a little bit scattered, it's all over the place. Been listening to a Jack Reacher novel, not the best, the latest one though, and really wanted to actually get through it in relative real time because it was just released. Um, and then awaiting a dear friend's visit today, and then going to watch a little bit of Wicked tonight. Led a beautiful breath last night with a couple. Wow, watching them work together, be together, watching them be with their magic together, watching them be with their path, their guidance, and their clarity, and then knowing that what is it? Knowing is in the nothing, and nothing is in the knowing, and I am that I am, and really inviting them to lead the next steps, to reach out. And so for my work, it's just to write down a couple notes and then let it go, not try to send it out. And then being reminded by Jack Mallers and others of the narratives that are out there. Oh my God, the sky's falling, Bitcoin's falling, but over 60% of the purchases had made it over this price point. So a lot of people are probably over leveraged and undercapitalized. And so, yeah, there's panic, there's selling, there's depreciation in alignment with the next liquidity bubble burst. Our government just released a new budget planning on a, $70-80 million deficit. So money printing. The US will probably do the same. And the race for debasement is going to happen. The race for debasement is going to happen, and which is kind of crazy to imagine how much can be printed and how much negative talk can be said about having currency that makes sense. It can be made, that argument can be made about anything that we produce, right? That has quote unquote no value. Toys, games, oh, they're for developing kids. Yeah, and are they really of value? Are they really of value? So many of the things in the aesthetic world, is it really of value, utilitarian? And recognizing how important, what an invention. We forgot that what an invention money is, and then what a reinvention new fiat money is, and how ridiculous this invention is for most people when we're constantly taught in school money is money is money, where the money keeps changing silently, secretly, it's morphing. And why do we not better understand this morphing? Why do we not understand the morphing is there's a benefit, but who's benefiting? You know, who's benefiting? I'm just going to turn on the fire now. And it's even this whole idea. I can see people like, why do you burn a fire when you're not actively using it, benefiting from the heat, so to speak? And recognizing that fire in and of itself could be enough. Recognizing the sun in and of itself could be enough. Even the idea I was listening to this morning from John Velo Melchizedek, what if the sun has actually changed? It's not the same sun it was when I was born. And that's such a radical idea. I don't believe this to be true or untrue. Rather, I hear it and I'm like, what if these possibilities are there? What if this whole idea of recycled plastic bottles turning into clothing is a terrible idea? I remember way back when I bought my first one, it melted on me near a campfire. And then now, just imagine I'm breathing all these microplastic fibers. And then thinking about all the little beads that they put inside shampoos and all that stuff, just to give a little roughness, and how ridiculous that seems now, putting all that into our waterways and everything else. You know, watching The Handmaid's Tale and saying how we chased after clothes, and these clothes were polluting our rivers, and we're polluting our rivers just to chase our clothes, and how ridiculous that seems now that we would pollute our environment just for something aesthetic. And how we're trying to convince ourselves that energy is energy is energy when there's so much energy that is wasted in so many different ways. And we can look at personal private waste, which it's there. Like I don't deny the fact that I could do a better job. And I recognize that each of us makes our own choices. We play by our own rules. How do I play by my rules and honor them and keep shifting them and not realize that they're right or wrong, just they are what they are right now? The whole idea of effect before cause. You know, yes, I can see all the effects of everything. I actually can't even say that I see effects, but the cause of it Is it me turning on the tap for the gas and then setting off the ignition, turning it on? Or was this pressure built up a long time ago when all this stuff was mined, when all the deep bodies were decomposing? If that's how it happened, that this stuff turned into gas, all this carbon. Was it when it was actually stored that it actually knew where it would finally end up? And so the cause is way back then, before then, and even before it was carbon. And right now, just rubbing my belly and just recognizing, sometimes it's the remembrance. Oh, can I notice what my body is already doing before I start thinking about it consciously and saying, this is what I need to do. This is the most sensible thing to do. The nonsense in the sense in the nonsense. And then just moving energy, allowing energy, inviting energy to be moved. Whew. And then recognizing, how many stories do I have? How many stories are there out there? How many stories upon stories upon stories upon stories? Getting out in the sunshine, missing the sunrise itself over the last few days. It's not been easy getting out for sunrise. And I recognize how important it is, but it's not been easy. It's not been easy trying to cut down on the sugar. It's not been easy trying to try. Just allowing fluids in, allowing fluids out. Allowing food in, allowing food out. Allowing air in, allowing air out. Allowing fire in, allowing fire out. Allowing ether in, allowing ether out. And then just noticing what's going on with the business, what's going on with life, what's going on with thinking, what's going on with stopping, what's going on. What is the rush? What is the rush? And then feeling a little sad, feeling like everything is just a little bit broken right now. Just a little bit broken. Just a little bit broken. Just a little bit more than a little bit broken. All right. How have I not taken a look at my own website again and again and again? So let's take a look at that. How have I not actually looked at the replies to the messages? How have I been ignoring, avoiding, running away from myself over and over again? All right, let's leave it at that for now. Ciao for now.